Let's start in child's pose. We'll just ease into our practice. Let's keep our knees wide, arms out in front of us. Just settle your hips back. Let anything that's happened so far today go. This is your time. Just take a few more breaths here. Okay, let's slowly come up to hands and knees and take some cat and cows. So we'll inhale and then exhale into cat. Inhale into cow, lift your head. Exhale, arch your back and lower your head. Do a few more times. And let's bring our left arm and our right leg behind us and crunch your knee to elbow 5 times. So inhale out and exhale, crunch. Inhale. And then let's hold. And then bring your knee and hand down. Do a couple cat-cows in between to clear that out. And then we'll come to the other side. So we'll bring the right arm out and the left leg out. And then we'll crunch in, exhaling in, inhaling out. Exhale and inhale. Let's hold. And then bring our hands and knees back to the mat. And let's do a few more cat and cows. Then from here we'll come into down dog and go ahead and pedal out the feet. Really try to loosen up your joints. Reach those heels towards the floor. Then pause. Then we'll make our way to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. And exhale, hands to heart prayer. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Inhale up. Let's do a couple more half salutations. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, rise. Hands to heart prayer. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Then let's bring our right leg behind in a low lunge. And then we'll exhale, straighten the front leg, and inhale, bend. Exhale, straight, and bend. A few more. Then we're going to hold. Just bring your chest forward, really stretch back that right leg. Then go ahead and bring your left foot back to meet the right. And you can come onto your knees or toes and take your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's hold here. And go ahead and reach your right leg up and then step between the hands into a lunge. And then we'll bring the left foot to meet the right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left leg back. Then we'll move the left side lunge. So straighten your right leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Straighten. And bend. Now we're going to hold for 5 breaths. So really stretch that left leg back, chest forward. Just feel your front of your hip flexor opening up. Then bring the right foot back to meet the left. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale, down dog. We'll hold this for 5 breaths. So it really gives you time to really get into the pose and open up. Widen your upper back. Push those heels toward the floor. Then we'll lift our left leg up and then step between the hands. Inhale into the lunge. Then exhale, right foot meets the left. We're going to exhale forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale forward. Then inhale to rise. Hands to heart center. Inhale up. I'm going to go to the right side and bend and feel that stretch. Inhale up, then bend to the left. And we'll do this a few more times. Bend to the right. And you can grab your wrist, or if you'd like to just have your bottom arm down, that's fine too. Inhale and then exhale to the right. And we're going to hold. Inhale up. Then we're going to exhale to the left and hold. Okay, then hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Jump or step back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Lift your right leg up and go ahead and bend and open that hip. And then we're going to bring the right knee into the right tricep. Inhale up and exhale right tricep. One more time, inhale up. Exhale to right tricep. Inhale up and hold. Then we'll bring our right foot up between our hands and come into warrior two. To really sink into it, then we're going to move. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale and exhale. Then we're going to hold here for 5 breaths. Really sink into those hips. Then we're going to straighten the right leg and reach out into triangle. So you can put your hand on the inside or the outside of the right foot. Bring your left arm up to the sky and really try to rotate that chest open. And pull back on your right hip so you really feel that opening. Push down into the left blade of your foot. And breathe. And we're going to jump up into half moon. So go ahead and have your right fingertips on the floor, left arm up. If you like, you can try to pick your fingertips up off the floor for a little more core work and balance. It's easier if you look down, but if you have this, you can look to the side or up. Go ahead and come back into warrior two. And then we're going to take a vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. So we'll bring our left leg up, open up the hip, really open that up, and then bring our left knee to our left tricep. Inhale up, left knee to left tricep, exhale, and one more time, inhale and exhale. Then we're going to open up and hold. Then we'll bring our left foot in between the hands into warrior two. We're going to move this. Let's go ahead and straighten your left leg, raise your arms, exhale, down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend and hold. Really sink into that. Really straighten your arms and firm them up. Then go ahead and straighten the left leg and reach out for triangle. So this is a good pose for a block if you need that, or you can put your hand on your shin if you can't quite get open enough with your hand on the floor. So inside or outside the foot is fine, and just reach that right arm up. And then go ahead and look down, and we're going to come into half moon. So your left fingertips on the floor, right arm up. If you'd like to bring your fingertips off the floor, you might want to look down for more balance. And then come back into Warrior Two. And we're going to take a vinyasa. So come back to Chaturanga, exhale, inhale up dog, and exhale back to downward facing dog. And we'll hold here for 5 breaths. Okay, jump or step up to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale back to down dog. We'll lift our right leg up, open up the hip. And then we'll bring our knee towards our nose. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, knee into nose. Inhale, leg up. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. And then right leg in between the hands. We're going to come into Warrior A. So go ahead and sink into that. Shift your hips towards the front of your mat. Try to bring that left hip forward more. Maybe get a little bit of a back bend. Then go ahead and straight that right leg. Lift your left arm up, and we're going to move our rotated triangle. So exhale down, inhale, lift, exhale down, inhale, lift, exhale down, inhale, lift, and then we're going to come into a hold. So you can put your hand on a block inside or outside the foot, and bring your right hand up and try to twist to the right. You really feel this in the outer right hip and the hamstrings. Okay, go ahead and bring your hands to the floor and come into Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale up to up dog, and exhale back to downward dog. Go ahead and lift that left leg up, roll open your hip, and bring your left knee into your chest. Inhale, leg up, exhale, knee in, inhale up, exhale, knee in, inhale up. Then we'll go ahead and step up into Warrior A. Go ahead and sink your hips down. Try to get that right hip a little bit more forward. If you need to widen your stance, please do so you can get those hips more towards the front of your mat. Go ahead and straighten the left leg, and then we're going to rotate our triangle and we're going to move into it. So lift the right arm up and then exhale, fold. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale, fold. Then we're going to inhale and exhale, fold down into it. You can put your hand on the floor, your shin, a block. Go ahead and lift that left arm up and rotate your chest open to the side. Go ahead and look down. Bring our hands down and come into our vinyasa. Then we'll meet in down dog. And let's hold here for 5 breaths. Okay, go ahead and wake your way to the front of the mat. Jump or step. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise. Hands to heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Jump or step and take your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lift your right leg up, bend and open the hip. And then we'll bring our right knee to our left tricep. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. One more. Inhale, open. And exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Hold for a breath. And then we'll bring our right foot between our hands. We're going to come into goddess. So go ahead and face the left side of your mat. Feet, your toes out and your heels in. Then we're going to move this. So exhale, down, and inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise your arms. Exhale, inhale, straighten those legs. And then we're going to hold. So go ahead and bend into those legs. Strong arms. Really sit down into it. We're going to come into some side lunges. So you can put your hands on the floor, or if you like a little more strength, just keep your hands off the floor in prayer. And just bend as much as comfortable for you into your side lunges. And you might want to lift the opposite foot. Gets a little more into the hamstrings. Just bend as deep as you can. And hold to your right. And we're going to rotate to the front of the mat. And let's put our left knee down. And the right. And then we'll come into a plank. So we're going to bring our right knee down to the mat. And lift our left arm and left leg. And then we're going to rotate. Lift your arm. Then rotate under. Lift. And rotate. Try to keep that left leg up. And then we're going to bring our left arm overhead and really stretch out the whole side of the body. And hold, lift that leg, and take your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog, and exhale back to down dog. Lift your left leg up, rotate open your hip, and then we're going to Bring the left knee to the right tricep. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, open the hip. Hold. And then bring your left foot in between the hands. We're going to come into Goddess on the right side of the mat. So go ahead and put your toes out, heels in, and sink. And inhale, lift. And exhale, bend. Exhale and inhale. Exhale down and inhale up. And let's hold. So go ahead and sink your hips as much as you can. Then we're going to come into lunges on this side. So bend to your right and bend to your left. And do what you did on the other side, or you might want to actually try to change it up this time. Maybe put your hands down and get a little deeper, or bring your hands up for a little more strength. Really bend into your knee if you can. And then we're going to hold on the left and rotate to the front of the mat. Come into plank, and then we're going to put our left knee down and bring our right arm up and our right leg up. And we're going to move this plank. So we're going to exhale, rotate, inhale, arm up. Exhale, rotate your arm under, and inhale up. One more. Exhale and inhale up. Really lift that right leg and have the right arm overhead. And hold. And we'll come into plank and then take your vinyasa. And we'll meet in down dog. Go ahead and jump or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, and hands to heart center. Take a breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Jump or step back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale back to down dog. Lift your right leg up. Then we're going to bring it into pigeon on the right side. And then we're going to be on our fingertips and lift our chest and then exhale forward. So inhale, lift, and exhale forward. One more. Inhale and exhale. And we'll inhale up. And then we're going to come into the full pigeon. Go ahead and rest your forehead on the floor, or if you have a block, you might like to do that. And just relax into that right hip. We'll be here for a good 10 breaths, so we can really get into the hip and relax. Okay, then slowly come back up onto your hands and lift. And then go ahead and come back into down dog. If you need to shake that out, go ahead and do that. Then we'll come into the left side. So lift your left leg up and then bring your leg across for pigeon on the left. Let's come onto our fingertips and lift your head and then exhale, fold. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and inhale up and then exhale. Go ahead and forward fold and really ease into that hip. Soften where you can. And we're going to inhale up onto the fingertips and lift. And we'll exhale back to downward dog. And shake that out. Then we're going to come through to a seat. Go ahead and straighten your right leg and bend your left leg into your right thigh. Then we're going to rotate over toward the right and then fold over that leg. Now you can reach towards your foot. You don't have to grab your foot. You can have your hands on your leg, or you can wrap your hands around your foot if you're a little bit more flexible, and just breathe into that. It's a great stretch for the right hamstring, low back, and the left hip. Just hold it for a couple more breaths. Then we're going to inhale and rise, and then we'll move on to the left side. So the left leg straight, right leg bent. Then we'll fold over that left leg, bend into it. Feel the nice opening in the back, then the left hamstring. Okay, inhale and then release, exhale. And we'll come into butterfly. Let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. You can open your feet up like a book with your hands and then lift up, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. And this is good for both hips and the low back. And we'll be here for 10 breaths. So inhale, lift, and then exhale, forward fold. And if you can get a little bit more into it before you come up. So inhale, and then we'll bring our knees together and roll onto our back. So we're going to take a bridge. So feet flat on the floor, hip width apart, and we're going to move our bridge. So lift your arms overhead and your hips up. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. We'll inhale up, exhale down. Then we're going to hold our bridge, so go ahead and bring your hands underneath. Clasp your hands if you can, or you can keep your hands flat on the floor. Bring your shoulders underneath as much as you can and really lift into those hips. And breathe. And now let's bring our hips down. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, just for a few breaths, just to reset. Then go ahead and bring your knees back together. We're going to do 2 more bridges, or if you prefer wheel, you can certainly do that. So if you're with me doing bridge, go ahead and lift your hips. And you might want to even bring your hands underneath your hips just to get a little more height. But if not, that's fine. You can keep your hands on the ground. Or if you have a block, you can even do a restorative bridge, a supported bridge. Go ahead and lift up. Really try to keep those knees together when you're in these poses. And then we'll sink our heels, our hips down, and have our feet together, knees wide. And rest. Okay, we're going to do 1 more. So either bridge or wheel. If you're doing wheel, go ahead and bring your hands by your head and lift up. And go ahead and keep your knees together, rotating in. You don't want your knees to be too wide. If you can, try to straighten your arms a bit. And really push down into your hands and feet. And then slowly come down. And let's bring our knees together, feet wide, and just rest. And let's bring our knees into our chest and give yourself a little rock. So we're going to come into a shoulder stand. So if you don't want to do a shoulder stand, you can bring your legs up the wall. And if you would like to do shoulder stand, go ahead and bring your feet over your head and your hands to your low back, and then lift your feet up. Try to get your feet away from your face. You don't want to be in like a pike position. Try to get your feet a little bit further out so your feet are above your hips. And your hands on your low back. Just nice to reverse the flow of the body. Okay, and then slowly let's bring our toes toward the floor for plow. So if your feet don't reach, if you have a block handy, you can go ahead and bring that under your toes and clasp your hands. Just don't move your head around when you're in this position. This is a pretty intense forward fold. Let's ease into it. Maybe you can get a little deeper. and slowly roll down. And then we'll come into a fish. I'm doing a modified fish, but if you'd like to come into the full pose, go ahead. We just want to make sure we open up the front of the throat and chest after we do plow and shoulder stand because it gets compressed. And then we're going to come onto our backs and do a nice twist. So go ahead and bring your knees up, arms out, and we're going to rotate the twist. So knees over to your left, and then back up to center, and then over to the right, to center, left, center, the right, center. We'll do one more on each side, left, center, and then the right. Then we'll bring our knees back up, and then we'll hold our twist over to the left. So go ahead and bring your knees all the way to the floor. Right arm out, twist your chest open to the ceiling, and breathe. And feel the opening side of the body. Nice twist for the internal organs. This is always good for digestion. And then we'll bring our knees up, hug them in, give a little rock. And then we'll bring our knees to the right and the left arm out to the left. Just feel that opening. Ease into it. Savasana is almost here. Then go ahead and bring your knees back up to center. Give one more little rock, back and forth. Let's come into happy baby. So grab the bottom of your feet and try to pull your knees towards the floor. And you may want to give yourself a rock back and forth here. Just give your back a little massage, gentle hip opener. And then straighten your legs and your arms. And then we'll come into Savasana. So give yourself a little hug, and then you can stretch out, or if you'd prefer a seated meditation, you can come into that. But there's nothing left to do. Just get into your most comfortable position and rest. Start to bring awareness back into your body. Make small movements with your hands and your feet, maybe your head. And when you're ready, you can bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side. And then we'll come over to one side and rest your head on your arm. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. There's no rush. Then we'll make our way up to a comfortable seated position, keeping our eyes closed. Just taking your time. Then we'll bring our hands to heart center. Bow in gratitude for our bodies, this practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.